Jump.
Oh, shoot. Was this what you expected?
You know, Tyler, that's a great question. Personally, yes.
Do it again.
Let's do 10 more.
He got up and chased him away, and it was all captured on his neighbor's camera.
I go screaming out through the door, and he goes blinding, up the street really fast.
Here's the video captured from neighbor JB's camera.
And sure enough, we went back and looked at the time of day that it had happened, and traced back and saw that the guy had walked up the street and had kind of looked around, I think cruised through his yard and knocked on his door.
It then shows the man reaching inside the mailbox and taking off in a sprint when Mike came outside. It's not the first time something like this has happened, which is why JB decided to install that camera in the first place.
There have been a few instances where we've noticed that mailbox doors have been left open in the mornings. I know personally that I don't do that whenever I grab my mail.
According to the United States Postal Inspection Annual Report, in 2016, postal inspectors received nearly 60,000 customer complaints about attempts to steal mail.
I had to give up getting my meds through the mail because they got taken out of my box. So now I just have to do it locally.
The video was too far to identify the thief, who Cosper says got away with a movie he was sending back to Netflix.
I just always think something's going to happen like this around Christmas time. I hope he enjoys the DVD.
But he has a message for any other would-be thieves out there.
A lot of people are putting in camera. I'm thinking about it myself.
A bad situation for 29 cats has just become much worse. Today, these adult cats and some kittens were transported from Williamson County to Austin Pets Alive.
They're coming directly from a hoarding case.
A Round Rock woman surrendered the cats earlier this week, which allows her to avoid prosecution.
Her neighbors actually called and reported her house for hoarding because they smelled it from their own house. And then the conditions inside were found to be just completely unacceptable.
The Williamson County shelter didn't have enough space for the cats. And Austin Pets Alive is being forced to keep them in a conference room.
We have set up this pseudo adoption center, this emergency adoption center in our large conference room because our shelter is full, both for cats and for dogs.
Krista Waltrip hoped the cats could be adopted quickly. And at first glance, that looked likely.
I'm surprised at how, all in all, good they look, but they're still going to require treatment, most of them for at least upper respiratory infections.
But this afternoon, those infections proved to be more serious than originally thought. The cats were put in quarantine after tests revealed they have calicivirus, a respiratory infection that can be deadly. It can spread quickly among cats being hoarded.
You're starved for attention, and you're often starved of medical care as well.
For now, none of these cats can be fostered or adopted. And care that was expected to cost around $5,000 has at least doubled. A fundraiser is being set up to help all the cats recover and have a chance to eventually find a new home. Betty Cross, CBS Austin News.
Hundreds of disabled kids may be without physical therapy starting next week.
It's really important that you can get out of a chair.
Archer Hadley has cerebral palsy.
Nice. And then roll.
Physical therapy.
It's going to end, and like I said, I'm probably going to turn into a pretzel.
Nice.
Has been a big part of his life for all of his 20 years. So has his therapist, Carol, but...
7.
I'm definitely sad. I'm definitely grieving.
Here's your tough one.
It could all come to an end.
I have real disappointment. Just real disappointment because I know we can do better.
Okay, go.
Little Tesoro's Therapy Center could shut down on Monday, in part because of Medicaid cuts that kicked in today and...
Ooh, nice.
Today, we're at the 15th of December.
we have yet to be paid for anything at all in November.
Donna Smith owns Little Tesoros. She says the health insurance companies in Texas's privatized Medicaid system, called Managed Care, slowed payments to a trickle months ago.
To be really frank, what we're dealing with is I just can't pay people.
Archer's mom, Barbara, has dealt with Medicaid and private insurance, and the cuts are a big blow to the people who need it.
If you can't pay your therapist and you can't pay your rent, then you can't provide services to people like Archer.
Archer, a sophomore at UT, has big dreams.
I have aspirations of running for political office and being a leader in our state or potentially our nation.
1, 2, 3, go!
But in what could be one of the last physical therapy sessions he has at Little Tesoros.
That's good.
He worries that between a clinic shutdown and Medicaid cuts, his future looks dimmer.
I can tell you that if I don't maintain therapy and I don't maintain my body, those dreams are flushed down the toilet.
Breathing?